Can you see this okay? You've seen it before. I've made a couple of videos about this lovely little engine. I haven't made any videos at all for about 12 months because of personal reasons. But anyway, that's all over now, and I've got another one now. It's another steam engine video. Look at this. I mean, look at it. I mean, just look at it. Oh my goodness, where's he had that from? This is my 5-inch gauge Simplex. Well, it's about 75% of a 5-inch gauge Simplex. I promised myself something like this for years. I actually had something like it years ago. Somebody gave me a 3.5-inch gauge Juliet. Well, it was a frame and running gear, and nobody knew who built it, but it came from a deceased estate, and it didn't run very well. And I was lucky to have it, and then when I found out how much a boiler was going to cost, I threw my hands up in the air and went, what? I don't think so. I think the quotation started at 1,100 something, and then I didn't hear the rest because I just switched off in horror. So anyway, I binned that idea and I gave it away. I gave the thing away to my brother, who's been doing these for years, stuff like this, and he was in a club, and I said, look, give this to a young lad in the club or something and let him play with it, because it's no good to me and I'm not going to finish it. So that was over 10 years ago. So I wonder if anybody's ever done anything with it. And I promised myself one of these. Now, I bought a boat. I did make a series of videos about the boat, and I promised myself that when I sold the boat I was going to have one of these. Well, I've still got the boat, and I've got one of these, so that was a lie, wasn't it? The way it came about was, well, I've been trying to sell the boat, and it's amazing. You get so messed about, it's unbelievable. Even at 20 grand, the 20 grand asking price, you get people giving you hard luck stories that they really want it but they can't afford it. You know, it's a boat, it's 20 grand. You know, if you haven't got it, you haven't got it. You know, it's as simple as that. You can't beg 20 grand off somebody, you know. Oh, could you knock the price down because I'm struggling to afford it? Oh, poor me. You know, oh, just get a grip. Anyway. So, if you know anybody who's got a yacht in Monte Carlo harbour they don't want, handy for the Grand Prix, don't you know? I could do with one. That's a hard luck story. I can't afford one. But there's two reasons for that. One is I didn't have a rich dad, and two is I didn't try hard enough at school. It's a shame other people don't realise the same thing. We visited the Avon-Croft Museum of Buildings the other week, and the Bromsgrove Society of Model Engineers have a track in the same ground almost. There's just a gate between them, and we were looking over the fence, over the gate. Look, it comes apart. Look, it's all in bits. We were looking over the gate, and the chap came along and he said, are you interested? Would you like to come in and have a look? And we said, yes, but there's a sign here that says it's a private event and please keep out. And he said, well, that's okay, I'm the chairman, and I say you can come in. So there. So we went in and had a look, and the very first engine to come round was a 5-inch Simplex. And I said to the wife, that's what I want. And she said, what, that very model? I said, yeah, just like that, that's what I'm after. And she said, well, if you want one, you have one. And there it is. Because you've got to strike while the wind's in the right direction, haven't you? Otherwise you'll change your mind. But so we went out and had a look. I've seen one on Facebook Marketplace down in Suffolk. I won't say any more than that. It's been on sale for a long time. 12 months ago I inquired about it and I said, look, I'm waiting to sell a boat. As soon as my boat's sold, I'll be interested in your engine. Don't give up. And he said, yeah, all right. And I found it again 12 months later, and I inquired, and it was a different name, and it was the same train, and I just got one word answers, as if I felt like I was trying to, I don't know, it didn't seem to, as if they could string a sentence together and give a decent answer. So I gave up with that one, and it made me look around, and I found this one at a place called, look at that, woo, a place called Station Road Steam in Metheringham, Lincolnshire. And I contacted my brother and I said, have you ever heard of Station Road Steam? Have you ever dealt with them? And he said, yes, I have, and they're okay. So I said, right, well, it's a trusted trader then. Trust a trader. So then what happened? Then we were going over there. So we had a day out in Lincoln, which is nice, which will be on my other thread that I'm doing about retirement visits. Oh, I didn't, a thread. It's not a thread. This is not a thread. This is not a forum. This is YouTube. On my other series of videos I'm doing about retirement and travelling around and stuff. Anyway, Lincoln. We went to Lincoln and then we drove around here to have a look at this. And Station Road Steam. They're not out in the middle of nowhere. It's fairly remote. But they have got the right idea, because the first thing that happens when you get there is they offer you a cup of tea. And they've got a cup of tea and a decent toilet, which is what you need when you go somewhere like that. I mean, when I was looking for a boat, I remember a few years ago, I drove all the way up to look at a boat, and I said, rang them before, and I told them I was going up to have a look at this boat. And they said, yeah, it's here. So I said, right, I'll be up tomorrow. And I got all the way up there. Now, I know people don't turn up, but I turned up. And when I turned up, they said, oh, the chap you want to talk to is not here. He's gone to another marina. I thought, well, that's nice, because I said I was coming. And they said, well, the boat's down there if you want to go and have a look. And that was it. Not, oh, you've travelled 125 miles. Would you like a cup of tea? Here's the toilet. It's just, oh, the boat's down there if you want to go and have a look. So I did. I went and had a look at it, and it stunk of diesel, so I left it. But so much for, well, generally Yorkshire people are very hospitable, but I found one that isn't. But anyway, where was I? Metheringham, Lincolnshire, that's where I was. This won't come off now. I've stuck it in there and it won't come out. Hold on. Well, in a minute. Like that. There you go. Yeah, Metheringham, Station Road Steam. Very knowledgeable. They all know what they're doing. Cup of tea. I bought it, basically. And the reason I bought, one of the reasons I bought it was this boiler. This boiler. It is, well, they said it's brand new, but it's not brand new, it's virtually brand new. I might one day find out the whole story, but it is refurbished probably. I think there's basically a certificate with it to say that it's passed the pressure test from about 2018, but it gives the manufacture date as the year 2000. So I'm going to take a wild guess that it's actually been refurbished, which is fair enough because it's had a pressure test. But as that is the main thing, I know I've got a decent boiler. If I bought the other one, I wouldn't know what the boiler was like, and you might end up having to refurbish the boiler anyway. So this one has already got a refurbished boiler. So the rest of it is the relatively easy stuff. It's, you know, I suppose if you know how to solder boilers up, that's fairly easy. But to me, it's not. And to most people, it's not. I don't think. So the rest of it is all the mechanical things. And the other thing that I've realised is that on the boiler certificate is the previous owner's name and address. Now, I'm not going to say who he is, but he wouldn't sell this if it was a load of rubbish with his name and address on it. So he was obviously an accomplished engineer and a decent enthusiast, and he was happy to put his name on this engine. So I'm quite happy with that as well. So I feel as if I've done the right thing. All I've got to do now is find out, well, I've got to get some drawings obviously, and have some fun. I've already been looking into things like how, well, for instance, I used to build engines, didn't I? I used to restore cars, and I've rebuilt a few engines, so, you know, I'm sort of mechanically there. I've been looking into how steam injectors work and all that. And it's interesting because you look at how it works on YouTube and then you come in here and I've got one, you know, I've got stuff there to, I'll show you, hold on, don't go away. It's here, look. There's all the other body panels, most of them, there's bits missing. And there's some bits in here and some bits in here. I've got nowhere to put this stuff down, this is the only trouble. Need a workshop about 10 times as big. Right, I don't know if you can see that. You can in a minute, like that. These are all the bits I've sorted out, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that's a clack valve. I'm pretty sure I'll know what that is soon. Yeah, and that I believe is an injector. These are a water gauge, top and bottom water gauge. To be fair, I think most of this is scrap. The safety valves might be okay, but I think most of this is scrap, and I will buy new because, you know, if you're going to do it, do it. Which is fair enough. And then in here is some other stuff. More loads of bits like a manifold. I could use the manifold. I think that's the one off it because what, I thought there was red paint somewhere. Oh, maybe, oh yeah, there's red paint there, look. Maybe that's the same. I don't know. But yeah, plenty to go at. Oh, and there's the back thing, look. Woo. So, it's carefully and slowly at first. So yeah, I'm happy with the purchase. Happy with the purchase. What's missing? Right. This is another clue that the guy who sold it was an engineer, and he's probably still modelling because these nuts are missing, and they're probably BA nuts. I don't know what BA, but they're BA nuts, and they're not here. So if he's you'd have a pile of those BA nuts, and you'd be using them all the time. So if they were all there, you know, you would think it's somebody who's packed up modelling, but obviously it's somebody who's not packed up modelling. He's just got rid of, this was probably his first engine. He probably built this himself in 2000. He's got fed up with it, worn it out, and moved on to better things. There's a few nuts missing around here as well. And then of course all the pipework is, basically all the pipework's got to be done again. I've got the bunker tank. I found this is a bunker tank. I didn't know this was a bunker tank. I don't mind admitting, I hadn't a clue what this was when I first got it. But I now know it is a bunker tank. There you go. And obviously all the pipework's got to be done there. So yes. So I won't be doing a step by step. This is how you do it business. I'll probably just do updates as to after I've done it, because there's so many of these about, these Simplexes. It's such a popular engine. Virtually everybody's built one. I'm about the only person on the planet who hasn't built one of these. So here's a bit more of an update. Well, not an update because I haven't done anything really. All I've done is took the boiler off. So closer inspection, I'll put some nuts on there, a couple. Yeah, look, blast pipe, and I haven't got anything to go on there, but in my little box of bits I found this. So So I'm guessing that's to go on there, and that's my blaster. So I'm wondering if there's a better arrangement for that. Someone will tell me. I'll find out in the fullness of time. I think the ones I've seen have got a series of rings around something there. But anyway, we'll learn something about that. Eccentric down there for the pump, mounting for the pump. I've worked that much out. Look what's going on here though. Whoa, you devil. The top's been machined off of there. These don't look standard, to be honest, from what I've seen on well, looking on the internet trying to buy the parts. You know, you look on the parts listed and the pictures don't look right, so I don't know what's going on here. This looks like somebody's doing their own design, are they? I don't know, we'll find out. That's about 1 inch wide with an oil hole in the top. This is different with three oil holes in the top. I need to clean all this up, I suppose, but I've got an idea what this is for. I've already worked out. I've been reading on the forums and this, that and the other, and the ash pan and grate are missing from this model, and I think this is to do with that. Somebody is obviously doing some kind of design effort on a better ash pan arrangement. Don't know what it is, but we'll probably never will. But I think that's what that's for.